Good morning and welcome to this week's Sunday Musings. My name's Lee Asplund, and every week I try and talk about something that's been on my mind. This week, probably because I've been spending a little bit of time thinking about the past and the future, I wanted to talk about overapologizing and ask you to try and stop. This is just as much a plea asking myself. I grew up where my mom and sisters were actually jokingly nicknamed the Sorry Sisters because they constantly were saying, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. And I started thinking about some of those stories and I realized that I do that too. I apologize way too much. And I started thinking about why. Why do we over-apologize? We apologize for things that we have no need to apologize for. And I think it's because, on some level, all of us, especially myself, have some insecurity. And I like to make the people around me happy and to feel well and good. So that's people pleasing. And if I feel like somebody is not doing well and not happy, I apologize. But that's not my place. And the other thing is, I might have some low self-esteem some days. I may not be happy with the way I look. Maybe I'm a little heavier from COVID-20, or I don't get enough exercise, or all those things. I need to learn to stop apologizing, and I would invite you to consider the same. What happens when you apologize for everything, even when it's not yours to apologize? One, you honestly sometimes end up stepping on other people's toes and taking away their ability to express themselves. You're taking ownership for their not having a good day or them not feeling well by apologizing that you couldn't do something to help them. Instead, try rephrasing that I'm sorry or I apologize to, hey, would you like to talk? It's really, really hard not to apologize. So here's a few things that I would suggest. Learn those words. Think about what you're saying. It's hard because you want to react, but instead of always just speaking, practice taking a breath and then speaking. And using that deep breath as time to think about the words you're about to say. If you have the inclination to apologize, again, take another deep breath and think, do I really need to apologize? Did my mistake hurt someone? Is somebody having discomfort because of something I directly did? Discomfort in someone else may not mean that I need to apologize. That may mean that they are in a position or place where they are growing and learning. I've talked about this a few times. I believe that you cannot learn unless you're in a position outside your comfort zone. So if you're trying to learn something and people keep apologizing as you're trying to learn to make you more comfortable, what they might be doing is taking away your ability to learn. Also think about your triggers, your hot buttons. There's something that all of us have, or some things, that make us react. They set us off. It could be seeing somebody get hurt. That's an immediate trigger of, oh my God, I'm gonna. Or you're a perfectionist and you didn't do it the way you thought it should be done, and that's a hot button. Learn to recognize those triggers. And when you take that deep breath, think about if the apology is really something you need to give someone else or a conversation you need to have with yourself. I think that we all are prone to thinking before we speak. At least I am. And one thing I'm trying to do is keep my mouth closed and my ears open more. Speak less, listen more. And when I'm listening, that doesn't mean I'm pre-thinking, okay, I need to say this, I need to say this, I need to say this. No, it means I'm listening. I'm listening with my eyes, with my ears, with my senses, with my gut feeling, and really trying to hear what people are saying, and then taking a breath thinking about what I want to say and saying it. It's something I struggle with every day, but I find when I do that, I apologize less. I sometimes think that when you over-apologize, it's because you're too wrapped up in your own head. So I invite you to take a deep breath and step back and think about, do you need to apologize for this? I am absolutely not saying there are not times you should not apologize. We all make mistakes that require an apology. And that apology should be heartfelt and warm and freely given. And when we do those true apologies for things that we really do need to apologize for, and we stop over-apologizing for all the little minutiae that we don't need to apologize for, those true apologies are more heartfelt and more heard. So, take a moment, step back and think. Do not be afraid to own what you've done and to apologize when you need to. But don't think about apologizing for everything. Consider, do you need to? Those are my thoughts. I'd love to hear yours. Do you have other things that you use to stop over-apologizing? Or maybe you think I'm wrong and over-apologizing isn't a thing. Love to hear from you. Until then, I'll see you next week. Have a good one.